So, Manny, tell me a bit about your challenge next week.
My challenge next week, wow. So I'll be riding a static exercise bike for 24 hours non-stop. So if anyone's ever been to a gym on an exercise bike, you know how tough it is. I'll be attempting to ride it for 24 hours. I'm not allowed to stop, not allowed to go to the toilet. It's going to be a really, really tough challenge.
24 hours non-stop. Are you mad?
Well, to be honest, you know, when you fundraise, there's a lot of craziness involved. You take your mind into places where probably normally you don't. So yeah, there is a lot of madness involved, but I think it's possible, even though it's going to be hard. It's going to be into the unknown, and it's to help a great cause.
And what kind of preparation have you undergone in the last few months?
Well, you know what? I think it's a more mental challenge than even physical. I've got an exercise bike, and I've been trying to, you know, do as many sort of miles on the bike, but you can't recreate what we're about to do. So that's a mental thing. It's preparing your mind for all the pitfalls that you'll face. Already deciding on a plan how you're going to combat each one.
And can you tell us a bit how you think you're going to be combating, or what obstacles you're going to face, and how you're going to?
Well, fatigue, tiredness. I think more so than anything, it's like a thought that enters your brain that tells you that you're tired and you can't do this. So it's actually combating that, and I try and separate the thought from me at that point and have a conversation with it, almost like, you know, have a debate with it and tell it that actually you can do this, and we have got abilities within us that can overcome the initial thought. And obviously if you get injured or something, you know, terrible happens like that, then sometimes you have to stop, but a lot of it is just in the head. So it's just preparing yourself for that moment when the tiredness comes. Obviously people are saying, hey, you're going to go to the toilet. You know, for me, again, there's a mental control that you can have over everything that you do. Pretty much human beings can live for days and days without food if they wanted to, and this is just 24 hours. Yes, I'll be riding a bike, yes, it will be physical exercise, but I just think our capacity as human beings is much greater than we actually know.
I mean, just to stay still, as in one place. Like
Yeah.
all of the challenges you've moved around, and obviously the last one you did 48 hours.
Yeah.
There was a bit of movement. You was kind of getting to this point, that point, knowing I'm going to have done another round or what have you. But here you're actually going to be in the same spot. The only thing that's going to be moving are your legs.
Yeah,
To me,
so yeah.
that's completely different to all your other challenges just in that aspect. So,
Well, you know what? When I walk to Newcastle, there's lots of distractions. I'm looking for the next point. I'm looking for the next town. I'm looking for the next stop. And so your mind's still quite distracted. When I went to the 48-hour walk, I was walking in the same place. Yes, I was still moving, but I was walking in the same place. So there's a lot more repetition involved, seeing the same things, the same, you know, vision, the same, everything was very similar. And this, obviously, now I'm going to be at one spot. I think it's a way of actually you strengthen yourself even more by taking those distractions away, where people think those distractions are actually good to try and occupy your mind so you don't, you know, feel uneasy about doing this challenge. I think opposite. I think the less you move, the more still you are, the more powerful you become. And that's, you know, the message that we get from our faith, of me being a Sikh. You know, we preach and practice the art of being still, at being at one, at being complete, about seeing that internally we have everything we need. And I think when you're still, you can focus on that more and bring it out.
So it's almost like you're reducing the ripples of your previous challenges and becoming more powerful just in one place.
I just think, you know, it's an unknown. I don't really know how it's going to pan out, but I have full belief and faith that if I don't make it, then I'm not meant to make it, or something was going to happen, or something was going to stop me. But I do know that we possess everything we need to make this happen.
Brilliant. So let's talk more about the cause.
Yeah.
So, most importantly, the cause.
Yeah, Dementia UK. In 2018, I did my first ever challenge for Dementia UK. They did a half marathon in the Malvern Hills, which was really tough. And ever since that, I've become an ambassador for the charity. Now, I have a personal connection, but actually I think we all humans have a personal connection, because 1 million people are living with this condition right here, right now. That's like 5 or 6 million people probably with their home networks. That's a huge part of this country. Kills more people than any other illness. And it is an illness. It's not just old age, it is an illness. It's also the most tragic illness, because a lot of times in times of despair and trauma and illness, we can focus on the good times, and we can speak about to our loved ones about the great times and uplift ourselves. But if you've forgotten those, if you don't remember those, if you don't even remember who you're talking to, then that almost becomes impossible. So it requires specialist care. There's something we can do, and what we can do is support causes like Dementia UK. They employ nurses. I love that fact. It's not a research company. They are going out and helping people in the community over the phone, in clinics, in their homes. They've got 500 of these nurses, specialist admiral nurses they call them. But we need more, because 1 million people, it's growing. Every 3 minutes somebody is getting the condition. So we've got to carry on doing more, and that's where I rely on the support of people who are around me in the community, far and wide, who donate and do a fabulous job. And I'm appealing to them again. Yes, I'm doing this challenge, and yes, it will be physically hard, but I need them to come out and support and encourage and share and donate and raise as much money as possible.
That's brilliant. Well, thank you very much, Manny, for taking this time this morning on this beautiful morning and talking to me about your challenge. And I absolutely wish you all the very best, and I know you can do it.
Yeah, and I just want to say at the end, click on my link on my profiles. It's all like the Just Giving link is on all my social media profiles. It will be live streamed as well. It's outside the University of Wolverhampton in a marquee. We'll have a countdown timer. It will be online, so you can scan a QR code, you can click on the link, you can come on the day and donate cash and card. It's down to you, and hopefully we can raise lots of money. Thank you.